Welcome to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. So good for you to be here. Happy New Year. Happy New You. Happy New Day. Happy New Moment. It's so wonderful that we can start off this year with our new song, One Love, and we're going to take it from there. Okay.
Oh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. There's a place where love grows, where the spirit in you knows that you're welcome as you are, shining bright like every star. Come and learn, come and play in the sacred light of day. We're unfolding, growing free in the one love family. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. Whoa. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, yeah. Through our prayer and meditation, joyous sacred celebration, we give thanks for all we are. Every soul has come so far. Love in action, service true. The divine spirit that is you. We're awakening, can't you see? Living love and living free. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to this sacred space where we honor every face. The splendor of the God in you, shining through in all you do. Learning, growing hand in hand. Together we will understand. Prosperous, giving, heart set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. Oh, one love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. Welcome home to one love. Yeah. Welcome home to one love. Where love grows. Where love grows. Where love grows.
Yes, one love all around. How wonderful it is to start the day, any day, every day, talking about love. And speaking of love, we have our practitioner, Leda Pérez, who's going to join us now and give me an official welcome.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome to 2026, but welcome to One Love Centers for Spiritual Living. And I'm going to share a little bit about our mission, what we do here. Our mission is to provide a stable and welcoming community for all who choose to learn, practice, grow, and play with the unfolding of their understanding of spiritual principles and spiritual living. We envision a world as sacred environment where spiritual living flourishes through the continual growth and development of learning and application of spiritual principles. One Love Center practices compassion in service, love in action, and joyous, prosperous giving in the community. Our community has been lovingly created as a place of fellowship, meditation, prayers, sacred and healing service, musical celebration, classes, workshops, and spiritual films. Welcome, guests. Welcome, everyone. We recognize the splendor of the divine spirit that is you. Please know that we support you in being the best you choose to be in your glorious life. Thank you for celebrating spirit with us today. Welcome to a place where love grows. So, welcome everyone. Thank you so much. And so, our next portion of this is our opening prayer. And I'm going to invite Reverend Rodney to come back on and do our opening evocation. Welcome, Rodney.
Greetings and blessings again. Thank you, Leda. And yes, this evocation is most certainly making sure we are prayed in, prayed up, and prayed all around, certainly from the inside out. And I invite each and every one, if you feel so moved, to close your eyes and just be in deeper alignment with only one power, one life, one God, by whatever name you choose. Could be it, could be that something, could be Allah, Buddha, Jesus, or whatever name works for you. The Atman presence, oh great spirit. There's only one. Whatever religion, whatever nationality, whatever language, there's only one. One true power, one creator of all things. And so I am knowing that that creator is absolutely present and accounted for, not only as me, as each and every one, that all are of the one. And so I am knowing that right here, right now, how wonderful it is and how sweet it is. Talking about oh, maple, talking about divine mind, talking about just how wonderful it is that spirit shows up in, through, and as each of the creations of existence. So I am knowing that there is right and perfect music selected, the right and perfect words being shared, being channeled, being conversed about with myself and with Leda Pérez and with all those who are watching and listening, are feeling free to lend and add their comments, their questions, their ideas, thoughts, doubts and concerns, whatever it is that comes up. This is the place. And I give thanks for all those who chose to be at this place at this time, whether it's live or a recording. And how wonderful it is to know that, yes, in all of this divine oneness, there is room for more good, yes, showing up as each and every one, and all of the divine activities of this indwelling spirit. And so I bless each one as we proceed in this celebration of life, in this conversation of celebration, knowing that there is good and great good being shared here and now, especially because you are here. In this awareness, in this knowingness, I simply claim it as good. Speaking my word, I claim it as good, spoken into the law of divine right action. I know it's good. And I let it be. I let it go. I let it be the good that it is unfolding to be here and right now. And I affirm it by saying, and so it is, amen, and now it is. Peace and blessings, beloved.
Thank you so much. So, what you've just heard was prayer for us. One Love Center has prayer professionals ready, willing, and able to remind you that spirit is full of power, charged, and already within you for your immediate use. So if you're requesting a prayer, all you need to do is send an email to oneLove@onelovecenter.org or leave a voice message for us at 646-685-3384. Also, you can send Centers for Spiritual Living World Ministry, the prayer there, the email there for prayer is oneprayer@csl.org, or you can call at 424-235-4326. And please know that all prayers are kept in the strictest of confidence. We will pray for you for 7 days. And let us know how you're doing after those 7 days. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, so let's bring back Reverend Rodney to the stage. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and welcome again, everyone. It's so important. It's so precious that, yes, all of us have made it to the end of a calendar year and beginning a new one. How
Mhm.
wonderful that is. And we've got just wonderful topics and wonderful topics for discussion.
Mhm.
And we're talking about divine mind today and maple sugar. I, it's like, gee, how does that come together? How does that work? You know, and I just think it's great that we can. Um, whoops, hold on. Hey, where'd we go? There we go. Yeah. Um, yeah, we get to come together and have these types of discussion because it add to our spiritual awareness, to our spiritual uh, knowledge and wisdom, and that's what this is about, at least on Sunday.
Mhm.
So it's interesting that there is an actual story about a maple sugar moon,
Mhm.
and it really is about sharing wisdom of nature and how humans fit into all of this, and how and main question is how is the universe conspiring for the highest good of everybody right now.
Mhm.
And basically, maple sugar is made from squirrels. Well, actually, from the tree, uh, and the squirrels actually gnaw on the branches of a maple tree, and basically the sap comes out, and people have learned over the years to harvest that. And it takes a lot of patience, for one thing. So because everything has to be in alignment, you know, the squirrels, the tree, the sap, the temperature, everything makes a big difference. And when you were talking about the universe conspiring for our greater good, most of the time we do not see what's going on behind the curtain. You know, the conspiracy is just that. It's that all of these ingredients, all of these actions come together in ways that we could of ourselves could not do. And so I think it's so important that we recognize that. And that's part of the wisdom. And so in this case, it's the people, the tree, the weather, the squirrels, everything is part of the oneness to create that wonder that is maple sugar. I think it's just awesome. And, you know, what do we call it? We call it maple syrup. Um, y- you know, uh, so it's just interesting how, I mean, I think of our own, we wouldn't think of doing something like that. So I just love how it all comes together. And
Mhm.
we're talking about also the divine mind. And this is the mind that governs everything, the thing itself. And that's really what it is. Without trying to pick everything apart, we just know that there is a divine mind that is controlling everything, a creative mind. And did you want to add anything to that?
Well, I think you've said it just fine. The story that we both of us read were about the Potawatomi people. They're indigenous people of the shores of Lake Michigan, and they believe that that they're all one. So, what in Science of Mind specifically was including all of humanity in that oneness, and the Potawatomi deepen this concept with their interconnected of all that is every plant, every animal, every natural object that has ever been and ever will be. So it's about coming together, knowing that interconnectedness of all of us. So when the squirrels are hunting for their nuts and going into the tree, that's them connecting with the rest of what is available to all, right, to all of us. And the Potawatomi people, the indigenous people, also are collecting from that same tree, collecting the sap that comes from all things coming together. So thank you for that. I really appreciate you allowing me to share. I hope that was clear.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. And we're in this together.
Mhm.
That's the unity of it all, and it's also the one mind. I also want to mention that this month our theme is ancestral wisdom.
Mhm.
Um, because it's ancestral wisdom as well as
You thought,
ancient wisdom.
right.
You know, that's something that a lot of times does not get the credit due
Mhm.
for what we think and believe and do in this modern age. Many times you hear about medicine. Oh, this is the medicine before there were the companies and and all those placebos and all these other things that people gave themselves. There was ancestral wisdom that superseded
Mhm.
um, anything less. I would say it's just recognizing that everything has a purpose.
Mhm.
Everything the Creator made has a purpose in nature. Um,
Absolutely. Nature's already feeding us, isn't it? We
yeah,
already have the abundance from nature to find the healing that we're looking for. All the remedies are already there.
mhm. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
So, what we're going to do next is something that we usually do is we're going to bring up some quotes
Mhm.
uh, to
Okay.
help add to our greater understanding and wisdom and using how we use this in our lives.
Mhm.
So, the first quote, if you don't mind, I'll jump on that. It says, "When we learn to trust the universe, we shall be happy, prosperous, and well." Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind. And for those of you who may not be aware, Ernest Holmes is the founder of religious science, or it's the science of mind and spirit. And this is from the textbook, The Science of Mind,
Mhm.
which is really the science of mind and spirit. However, it says, we shall be happy, prosperous, and well from just trusting the universe. Now, I think to some degree, everybody trusts the universe in
Mhm.
that we fully expect the sun to rise.
Right.
Okay, we
Yep.
we expect that the planet will keep spinning, that everything is happening in this orderly fashion. Even when you get these extraterrestrial things that are entering millions of miles closer to us from different galaxies. It's all part of a divine order. Everything that is happening. And we just have to trust. Uh, and because of that trust, we are happy, prosperous, and well.
Mhm.
So, did you want to mention anything about that before we go into the question?
Uh, you know, when we say universe, we know that it's for me, it's God, it's everything.
Mhm.
And so, being happy, prosperous, and well is in that trust that God already has all that for us. So, yeah, very good, very good.
It reminds me of the jazz song, uh, "The Creator has a master plan."
Mm.
Might as well be happy, you know.
Yes,
And
sir.
so we have a question that says, "Where in my life am I being invited to deepen my trust in the universe right now? And how might that trust open me to greater peace, prosperity, and well-being?" And so yeah, I'm very happy for that question. And I
Mhm.
think many of us can look at our lives right now and think, well, there must be some area of my life uh, where I'm being invited to deepen my trust.
Mhm. Yeah.
And for right now, yeah, um, I think I'm relatively happy. I could certainly be more prosperous,
Mhm.
you and so I look at that. I'm like, all right, well, without trying to dictate to God, without trying to tell God what's what, I just trust.
Already knows.
I trust that which has created the universe, that has created everything, that has gotten me to this moment right here and right now.
Mhm.
And yeah, I can relax in with that awareness that, wait a minute, yeah, I didn't do this by myself.
Right.
I don't know anybody who has.
I would like to invite anyone who's watching us right now that if you have any questions for us, or if you want to be part of the conversations, we'd love to hear from you and where in your life you're being invited to deepen your trust. What have you seen God do in your life, and how can that be for greater peace, greater prosperity, and greater well-being for you? We'd love to hear from you. So please feel free to comment and join in on the conversation.
Absolutely. Why don't you take on the next one?
Okay. Let me move that along. Live in each season, live in each season as it passes. Breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign yourself to the influence of the earth. And that's by Henry David Thoreau from Walden. Again, I'd like to read that even better for you. Live in each season as it passes. Live in it as it passes. Breathe the air. Drink the drink. Taste the fruit and resign yourself to the influence of the earth. And that's about just surrendering to what is already there for you, to be in that moment, right? To allow yourself to receive all the wonderful, beautiful gifts that have been laid out before you. So that's, that's a great quote. I really enjoyed that one. Did you want to add to that, Reverend Rodney?
Yeah, it takes us back to trust. Trust that seasons come and they go, they pass, and make the best of everything that is available to us. Resign yourself to the influence of the earth. I'm not in control. We can work in accordance with the law, with physical law and the metaphysical laws. They are there for our use. However, we don't make the earth, we don't make the seeds, we don't make anything of ourselves. So I resign. Now, there is a lot of stuff happening in the labs. You have genetically modified this and that, and in some respects, I guess maybe it's some kind of God, fixation, like, hey, look what we made, but it's still, things were still made for us to make something out of those other things. Okay. So, we are not that, we are co-creators, but we are not the creator. Okay. And so, I resign myself, I surrender to the influence of the earth. I allow the earth to be what it is, what it does, and how can I live in harmony with all of that, especially that which is here for me, here for us. Drink the drink, taste the fruit. This is here for us, not for me to think that it's all about me, which happens. A lot of humans get that egotistical stance. And no, we're a part of it all, so anyway, that's,
I wanted to add to that. You said something very interesting about how, things are modified and things are made outside. It's reminding me of a joke, or a little bit of a story that this man was saying to God, I got this. I can make all the things that you've made. I know how to do all this, and I'm self-sustaining. So I got this. And so God said, oh, okay. So let's make something together. And so the man goes to the earth and he picks up dirt and he goes to get water. No, God says, oh, no. You have to get your own earth and your own water. That's what I've already made for you. So, it's very telling. We try so hard as humans to try and make things happen and do things when it's already available to us. If we could only trust in that knowing that all that we need is already within us. God is already within us, and it's already, the supply is there. And just be grateful for it and take it on right here, right now, and shape it into what we need. Take action on that. So thank you for letting me share.
Well, yeah. And for those who are watching, listening, feel free to add something to the comments. And for yourself, in what ways? And it's going to be as many ways that there are individuals on the planet. We all have the same invitation. to live this season of our lives.
Mhm.
I think it's so personal yet impersonal,
Mhm.
because each one has their own way of living and allowing.
Mm.
So, yeah, look into that question. How am I being invited to live this season in my life? To breathe it in, receive its gifts, allow myself to be shaped by what is here
Now.
now. And,
Now.
and I think I love that last part, shaped by what is here now.
Mhm.
Not yesterday, because that's gone, that's history. And of course, tomorrow's a mystery. So,
Mhm.
what's here now for
Yes.
me? I can't eat, from yesterday, and certainly not from what's not ready for me today. But
Mhm.
right now, I can take in, I can eat the oxygen.
Mm.
I can take in the water. I can take in the food. Right
Mhm.
here, right now, the sustenance, that ancestral wisdom is available for me
Mhm.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go on to the next. Let's see, add to the stage. All right, I'll take this one on. It is only as we allow the divine current to flow through us on and out that we really express life. The law of giving and receiving is definite.
Mm.
And that's by Ernest Holmes from The Science of Mind, page 440. What we allow the divine current to flow through us on and out. That's really telling. Some I was seeing that as in and out, in through us. Um, so receiving, the law of giving and receiving is definite. This is so true. What you put out, you're going to get back. It's just that simple. What we think about, we bring about. And I really like this quote because it's a reminder of what divine has for us, what flows to us consistently. What do you have from this, Reverend Rodney?
Well, thank you for asking. It's a continual flow. The law of giving and receiving. It's it's definite. And I invite anyone and everyone to think about uh, your breath. The law of giving and receiving. You are doing both, giving and receiving with your breath. So if there's any doubt, you say, "Oh, I'm not in the divine flow." Yes, you are. You're breathing. There's the intake and the exhale. Okay, that's the flow. That's the flow of love, of energy, of life itself.
Mhm,
And the divine current, it says allow.
mhm,
If you're not allowing your breath, just imagine you're sitting there holding your breath or holding it out or trying to keep it in, trying to stop the divine flow.
mhm,
Allow, it's a little soft. I mean, if you think about all the other aspects of life besides breathing, our body has a circulatory system. It has, more than just one. The lymphatic system and our the oxygen that
mhm,
that we take in, the blood circulatory system, and so there's a flow there. And then our interaction with people, uh,
mhm,
to deny the divine current when it comes to our interaction with people pretty much means we're trying to be a hermit.
mhm,
However, there's still some kind of divine flow going on everywhere we are. I
mhm,
mean, even a hermit has to eat, even, so there's some kind of exchange going on. This is the law. You can't avoid it. Even when we give up this body, there's still a divine current to the physical nature of who we are.
mhm,
And many people, they might question, well, what happens to your mind? What happens to your thoughts? What happens to your soul? What happens to your spirit? Well, there could be a divine flow too. It just is not in a form that people may recognize, but who's to say that it just ends and it just stops?
right.
Who's to say for sure? It says the law of giving and receiving is definite,
Mhm,
which means it just doesn't end.
right.
It continues in different form. because we can't even see the air that we breathe, but we know that it is flowing. So,
Mhm.
Anything you want to share with that?
No, that's good. I love it. Thank you.
And so we ask you to, well, I just want to go back a second.
Oh, yes.
The question is, if I paused long, if anyone pauses long enough to feel the divine current already moving within you, what would it be asking of you right now? Just breathe that in. And it's not necessarily for a quick answer. Be with it. It says pause long enough. And if you don't feel it, imagine what would if it was asking me, what would it be asking of me right now?
Mhm.
Just make it up. See what comes up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. So we have our next quote, if you'd like to take that on.
Well, sure. It says to love God and to love our neighbors as ourselves means to see God in everything and to include everyone in one divine unity. Again, Ernest Holmes, Words That Heal Today, page 40. And of course, that's a Bible reference to basically, it's about love. It's a commandment. We are commanded
Mhm.
to love, period. I have someone who says that there is no such thing as unconditional love
Mm.
because there's no such thing as conditional love.
Oh, okay.
All right. If it's conditional, it's not love.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it can't be unconditional because there is no condition for it to be not conditional.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we just say love everybody. First and foremost, love yourself because this is where it all starts. Loving
Right.
yourself is loving God, the God presence within. You can't help it. You can't ignore it. You can't fight it. You can't hide from it.
Right.
The presence of the divine is right where each one is. It is right. It's said that the kingdom of heaven is within.
That's
Well,
right. The kingdom of heaven is within.
or a queendom.
Without.
The point is heaven is within. And
Mhm.
where is God? God is in heaven and God is within. So
Mhm.
therefore, that's where love begins. Begins from the inside out. Recognize that love. And as soon as we do, we start seeing love everywhere.
That's right.
With everyone.
True.
Can't help it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
We focus on
I
you.
want to also say that many people don't recognize it as love. That doesn't look like love to me. Well, we just need more practice and faith and belief and trust in the universe. And there are things that are happening in the world that does not feel like love. Even most recently, and not to get political, but there are political things happening that more likely seem like the absence of love. Okay. However, it takes, people like those who are watching, who have a little bit of elevated consciousness, conscious awareness to know that, love is everywhere, even when people are acting like they're not being loving.
Mm.
They're believing in something other than love, and there's only love or the absence of love, but there's nothing opposite from love. So, yeah. Anything you want to?
It's interesting, when you say that there are people who are not acting on that, but even in that, I think it's the fear sometimes that envelops them, and that fear distance them from what is truth, what is God. So, for me, love, you're right, it's all encompassing, it's everything. But even in the darkest of times, we rise up to that, don't we? We
Yeah.
see that humanity is seeing, wow, that's not who I am. That's not where I want to be. And we see the strength and the courage of those who notice the thing that isn't as loving and see the power that they have to change that or to want to be apart from that, to be closer to God and know that I am a loving human being, and it's teaching me how to be loving. So, for all the angst that is going on in this world, for all that, it is teaching us something. It is teaching us about ourselves and who we truly are, and who and what humanity truly should be. And I think that with all the strife that I've seen recently, what I see is that more often we have people who are saying that is not who we are. We are greater than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. And that's what it takes. It takes for each one to recognize that that's not the truth.
Mhm.
Because of how it feels. It's
Right.
like, gee, do you really want somebody to drop bombs on your house? No,
Mm,
I don't think so. I know so. Nobody wants that.
right.
Uh, yeah, and even if they've done wrong,
Mhm.
uh, it's not up to us individuals to
Mm.
to take another's life.
Right.
You know,
Globally, I think that globally we are all seeking a greater truth and kindness and love and lifting others up. I
yeah,
think we all globally we all want that.
sure,
And
yeah.
so focusing on that love, that energy of love, I think is where most of this, most of all of us are globally.
Because we're all one. The
Yes.
thing, the main thing to remember is we might be individualized expressions of the one, and
Mhm.
so it seems like we're all separate and apart from one another. But it is just much deeper than that. We are all one, not necessarily, not physically. All
Mhm.
right, there seems to be
True.
separation,
All one.
but if you
Yes.
break it down, our even smaller than atoms,
Mhm.
it's all connected, like in the Matrix. Everything was just connected,
Mhm.
and you could barely tell where one end and the other begin. And that's our true nature of existence. That's
Mhm.
our oneness. Yeah.
Yes.
What's
So
next?
let's bring up this next quote. We've
Was Yeah, we did that. It says the mind, and I'd like to think that would be a capital M, but we'll get to that. It says the mind which
mind.
we discover within us is the mind that governs everything. This is the thing itself. And we should recognize its simplicities. Ernest Holmes, Science of Mind, page 34. And so, yeah, once we realize, well, there's a thinker in here somewhere,
Mhm.
and I didn't put those thoughts there. I didn't say, hey, let me think this thought. There's a mind that we discover. And what we realize is that everyone shares this mind. Okay. It's not just my mind, it's a
Right.
mind that is shared by all.
Mhm.
And this is the thing itself. This is that which has created everything out of itself. And so,
Mhm.
and it's just that simple. Um,
Just simplify it when it comes down to it. There's mind within us,
yeah.
and everything that we say, everything that we think, everything that we do, that is we are co-creating with that. So what, like I said before, our thoughts become our actions. Our words are very powerful. There's energy in the words that we speak. So if we could understand that what we speak and what we think is creating our life, and we start working in union with mind, with God, how beautiful, how wonderful your life would be when you start thinking and speaking in a way that honors not only yourself but others as well.
Well, and the quote is one of the quotes is that there's a power in the universe and that we can use.
Hmm.
And the question is, how are we using that power?
Hmm.
So because we are co-creators in the universe, we have a thought, and universe is like, oh, we have a thought. Well, let's make that thought happen. If we put more power and energy into that thought, into that belief, then yeah, it's going to manifest.
Yes, it
And
is.
and as it's
And
also
whether you
said,
believe it or not, and whether you believe it or not, it
right.
is creating.
And this law of the universe is no respecter of persons. That means anybody can use this power. Everybody does use this power.
They do use it. That's right.
How are you using it? Are you using it for good? And I mean good, like, is it life supporting? Is it life affirming?
Yes.
Yeah. Or, is it to the detriment of your life or another person's life?
And not that you have control over the other person, but it's so true, isn't it, Reverend Rodney, that that even those who don't believe in this energy that we're using are still using that energy in the negatory. I don't believe that happens, but start recognizing. I really encourage everyone out there to start recognizing what is happening in your life. And if it's not to the greater good for yourself, then rethink it. I mean, honestly, I know that I have been in meditation, I have been in prayer, I have caught myself in thinking things and realize that, wow, there's that energy, that power that I'm using, and it is creating my life. So I truly believe that. I truly know that how I think and what I say is propelling me forward into the life that I'm going to, as you said before, manifest. So a lot of things have manifested in my life that I said, well, why is this happening? And I have to really recognize where I was at that time. Why is this happening in my life right now? Well, I'm going to learn from this, or I'm going to repeat it. So I choose to learn from it and grow from it and move forward and know a greater yet to be is there already for me, so long as I believe. And it is as I believe. The word as is so important in that sentence. As I believe, so shall it be. So I really encourage everyone to start reflecting on themselves about what it is I'm thinking, what it is I'm saying, what has my belief become because of my experiences in my life. And those experiences, have they propelled me forward? Have I learned from them? Have I grown from them? Have I lifted others because of them? Really recognize those powerful thoughts. Thank you for letting me share.
Well, thank you for sharing. So, with that, one of the things that's so important, how we treat the mind, our mind, as we connect with the overall mind, the mind of the divine, the creator that creates everything out of itself, we make affirmations. We affirm the truth. It's positive, okay? And it's first person. So we recognize that power and presence is within each of us, and we attune our thoughts with it and raise the frequency of our thinking capability, the frequency. And yeah, affirmations are great. It's better if you can do them more than once. Okay. As we do them today, we do them twice. However, write them down or save the talk, go back to it or record it, or however you do it, and use the affirmations so that you become centered it becomes centered in you, in your thought. And because just it's like taking like one aspirin and thinking, okay, I'm healed, no. It works with regularity, with frequency, with a determined mindset of, I know this is making a difference in my life. So,
right. So
let's go to our affirmation. And I'll read the first one. I invite each one to take a breath and give a breath. That's the exhale. We have to take one before we can give one. And repeat. It is so that the universe conspires for the highest good of all, expressing itself through me and through all beings. Let's take a breath and do that again. It is so that the universe conspires for the highest good of all, expressing itself through me and through all beings.
Take another breath and exhale. It is so that I am an integral part of the great web of creation, co-creating harmony with people, nature, and spirit. Let's take another deep breath and say this again. It is so that I am an integral part of the great web of creation, co-creating harmony with people, nature, and spirit.
And take a breath and give a breath. It is so that I am one with all creation, supported powerfully by spirit. Let's take that in and breathe in with that. It is so that I am one with all creation, supported powerfully by spirit. This is the truth. It is so, and so it is, and now it is. Peace and blessings, beloved. And please join me now as we go even deeper within, as we know that, yes, with this prayer, this grounding prayer, we're grounding the message. We are setting it in our foundation of ancestral wisdom, knowing that there's only one power, one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. And that life is my life now, and the life of everything that has ever been in existence and that exists now, and all that to come is all from the one. That is ancestral wisdom. I am knowing how it shows up in all of each one's affairs, that each one is guided by this spirit, that each one is open and allows for a divine flow of the indwelling spirit to have its way and do its thing in the area of relationships. Because those who open their mind, their heart, and their soul to this action of the indwelling spirit get to see love as each one. See love in a squirrel, see love in a nut, see love in a tree, see love in all beings everywhere. And not with the physical eyes. We're seeing with our heart, seeing with the mind, feeling to see. And I give thanks for knowing that there is a divine flow in all areas of our health and well-being, that each one says yes to well-beingness, to having a mind open to ancestral wisdom when it comes to vibrant health, by saying yes. I know that every cell of my being knows what to do and how to do it, and I allow the flow to bring forth that divine healing, which is only the revealing of truth. The revealing of truth that says, yes, God is all there is. The Creator is all there is. And in God, I am. And I am in God. And for this, yes, I am well pleased. And I am knowing in the aspects of currency, of money, the flow of money, of financial good, that each one says yes to the fullest aspect of financial good that they can imagine and more. Because as the universe is expanding, so each one's understanding of life expands, and that includes expansion of money in the bank account, in the pocketbook. That each one says, yes, I know it is the Father's good pleasure to share its kingdom with me. And that is each and every one. There is more than enough to go around and around and around. And so I am knowing that there is good and plenty of it for all. I am knowing this in all areas of life. And so I bless each one in being open to the divine flow, to the maple sugar, the conspiracy of good from all beings and creatures that say yes without even realizing they have to say yes. They're just being it. And I know this for myself. I know this for all. And so therefore, I release this word into the perfect action of the law that says, name it and claim it. Your wish is my command. And it is a demand upon the law, which doesn't even care. It just says, name it and it shall be done. I know each one gets to name it for the highest good for themselves and for all. I allow it to be this good, so I no longer have to pray about it. I no longer have to think about it because I know it is already manifesting, already showing up. So I let it go, and let it be, and affirm it by saying, and each one can join me by saying, and so it is, and now it is. Yes, peace and blessings, beloved.
All right. So again, this is what you heard was prayer, affirmative prayer. And One Love Center has prayer professionals ready, willing, and able to remind you that Spirit is full of power, charged and already within you for your immediate use. So please, if you have any requests, please call us at email us at onelovecenter.org, or you can leave us a voice message at 646-685-3344. And you can also reach out to Centers for Spiritual Living World Ministry at oneprayer@csl.org, or you can call 424-235-4326. And remember, all prayers are kept in the strictive of confidence. All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to go ahead with our abundance, and I'm going to bring on Reverend Rodney back here. There we go.
Well, thank you, Leda. And yeah, prayer is powerful. Listen, if you're in need of prayer, don't wait. Pray first so you don't have to need it. You could use it long before you need it. It's like taking a breath. Breathe and pray. Pray as in a way that's preventative. It's your preventative medicine. It's like, again, ancestral wisdom. Don't wait until something happens. Pray for the highest and the best as soon as you open your eyes or before you open your eyes. All right. So, and one of the things that many people pray about is their finances. The first thing that you can also do is be grateful. And we at One Love Center are grateful for your donations. Thank you for all of these years, for being with us and helping contribute to who we are and what we do for you and for so many others. And if you are so moved and inspired to give, you can do so through PayPal. You can go to our website, onelovecenter.org, and look for the donate button. You can donate through PayPal. You can also donate through the Cash Me app, which is $OneLoveCSL. And you can look at other ways to give on our website. We have an affirmation, again, of abundance. And you can put your hand over your heart, feel that vibration, feel that heartbeat, and that's energy. That's power, and it's in your breath. It's in your thoughts. It's everywhere. And we use it in our words. So let's recite affirmation of abundance. That money, as one of many gifts of spirit, is good. And as I share my tithes, my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gift, more money, and more good. And I am grateful for the ability to give and for the good works that these gifts do in our center and in our world. And now it is. Thank you. Now we'll bring Leda back with some announcements. As she unmutes herself.
Thank you for that. See, this is why we need tech support, and that's my first announcement. Okay, we are in need of tech support. So I wanted to let me put that up and remove this for a moment. One Love is requesting a member for technical assistance in managing our broadcast. Contact us at 646-685-3344 or at One Love at onelovecenter.org to be of service. And thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And so we'll go back to our other announcements. Science of Mind magazine. You can order the Science of Mind magazine. And please know that when you subscribe to Science of Mind magazine, One Love receives 6 months free of this magazine. For further information about that, please reach out to us and join our email list at www.onelovecenter.org. Next, I want to share about the Center for Spiritual Living New Thought Conference on Tuesday, April 7th through April 10th. You can register. Registration is open right here, right now. So let me make sure that I have that information. You can, yes, here's the convention. And I think that's something different. I beg your pardon. So I don't know that you can read that, but New Thought Conference, but you can definitely go to that website and register. As well, we have Return to Radiant Flow. Return to Radiant Flow is a workshop with our very own Ellen Suazo. She's also a practitioner here at One Love Center. So if you're interested in being a part of that, please reach out to us at the same email address that we shared before, so you can reconnect with your essence, rest deeply, and expand in community. Learn more about that by going to www.destinationretreat.forconsciousliving.com. And if you go there, you'll be able to register as well. And you can join Ellen Suazo in this is her retreat that she's putting together, and it is in Pizota, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. So would love to hear if anyone is interested, give us a call. Let us know if you're interested in being a part of that. We welcome all those who can come on and join us. So let's bring Reverend Rodney back so we can close our service. Thank you so much, Reverend Rodney.
Before I do, you're welcome, and thank you, and thank everyone for watching. I want to also thank one brave soul who is watching. Thank you, Diane. She says, thank you for the message of divine oneness and how this is everywhere for me to tap into. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is, and you are most certainly divine. Thank you. So, thank you for watching, and please feel free to share this amongst your tribe. Yeah, it's always good to share the ancestral wisdom of divine oneness. All right. Thank you again. And look forward to seeing you soon. So, and yes, I just, that says it all for me. Any comments you want to make? Closing comments?
That's good. It feels good to know that people are watching and enjoying the conversation and being a part of it. We always welcome any information that you want to share with us while we're doing our service. We love hearing from you. So thank you for that, Diane. I appreciate it.
Yes. So let's go within for our closing prayer. And we have a wonderful song to back it up. So stick around for that. And then we'll say goodbye after the song. Okay. So for right now, knowing that there's only one power, one life, that life is God's life, that life is whole, perfect, and complete, and is the truth of who I am, it's the truth of Diane and Leda and everyone, everywhere. Regardless of when you're watching this is just the truth of everyone, everywhere. And so with this awareness, go throughout the day, take the time to take a pause and just feel how the universe is working for you in ways that may quite often many of us take for granted. The cement that we walk on, or the ground that we walk on, the air that we breathe. The universe is conspiring for our greater good on a simple level. The trees take in our oxygen, our carbon dioxide, and give us oxygen. Wow, that's a wonderful flow. And we look at all of these different ways in which the universe sustains us, in ways that it doesn't ask our permission. And I pass my word to Leda.
And so I hold in gratitude all who joined us here in this space, and those who joined us through the media of social media, knowing that there's really no distance here, not in spirit. There's one life, one love, one intelligence that connects us all, wherever we might be. Each listening heart, each open mind has added to its own sacred sweetness, the sweetness of that maple sugar in today's service. And I return back to Reverend Rodney.
And so look for the sweetness in your life. Look at how things come together for your greater good. And how wonderful it is to know that, yes, it is already happening now. And if there's anything that doesn't feel like it, contact One Love. And we'll pray and know that, yes, somewhere, somehow, there is that maple sugar that is all ready for your consumption. Some good in some way, shape, or form that's got your name on it. And with that, let it be unfolding perfectly with ease and grace right here, right now. And I affirm it by saying, and so it is, and now it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's time to enjoy some music. All right. Here it is. And there it is. Yes, you've got the power. The presence of the divine with you is the power, and you've got it to use. Use it well. Be well. We'll see you next week. Peace and blessings.